Alright guys, Targetpopper here. This is the Arms of America RPK Model 64 parts kit build. Obviously the rifle's all done. But this was the, did I say Arms of America? I think I did. Yeah, this is the Arms of America parts kit. They got a bunch of these parts kits in. I asked them to find me a parts kit with a buttstock or a foregrip that had a name or other stuff scratched into it, and there's a name here and there's a bunch of like bite marks or something right there too, and it's got another name on the forearm, which is really cool. As far as builds go, this is actually a pretty pleasant build. I used a Childers receiver. Childers receiver hadn't made these by the time that these parts kits hit the market, so I had to wait a few months to get it. When it came, it didn't have the pilot holes for the rear trunnion or for the front trunnion drilled, which is no big deal. I simply ordered the trunnion support tool, or the trunnion rivet drilling tool from AK Builder. It worked just fine. So this is actually a very easy and fun build. Very nice parts on it. Didn't have an issue. The only thing I boogered, and it's my fault, is I put a ding in the receiver with the dimpling tool. The only thing I can think of is that when I set the tool and I set the receiver in it, I must have bumped it or something must have skipped, and the little dimpler on the bottom, the little coin dimpler on the bottom of the tool, skipped out and missed the hole. So I reset, redid it. There's just an ugly spot on the receiver right now. So no big deal. Gun still works. Not its maiden voyage, but the last time I shot this gun, the firing pin broke. And I think what caused that is the fact that the gun probably had a pretty well-lived life before, just judging by the condition of the other parts. And I'm thinking it had quite a few miles on it. But I put a new firing pin in it. We got some Wolf green box ammo, which is the lacquer-coated stuff. So far it's been pretty decent ammo. I couldn't decide on a finish, and since I decided that since the wood was already pretty beat, I just give it a very light kind of a battlefield pickup look. So I buffed quite a bit of the finish on some of the old parts, and then buffed the barrel a little bit, and then I hit the receiver some too, and I think it looked alright. And I made a magazine to match, and then I also did a drum, but I left that at the house. So yeah, let's see what happens. It's just got a Tapco trigger in there, just a G2, nothing super fancy, and we're shooting off of a bag because I just want to see what the rifle can do. I'm not a big fan of bipods, to be honest with you. It's pretty fun. Am I recording? Gosh, I hope so. Yep. Cool. I wish I'd stop moving. Come on. Stop moving. There. Let's put a group on paper. Oh, I jerked that one so bad. Come on. That was kind of a wimpy ejection. Why can't I not connect anymore? That's weird. Oh, helps if you charge the rifle. Ooh, we really got that thing swinging now. while it calms down. This is the AK Builder barrel, and I've talked about their barrels a little bit in previous videos, I think. But this is the black nitrided Romanian pattern barrel that they have, and as you can see, it's a pretty accurate barrel. Issue one though, I had to get it recrowned, and I've talked about this before, but you have the muzzle, and then on the inside, so we'll say that this is the muzzle and this is the actual crown. So on your normal rifles, they should be both perfectly level with one another. While on this AK Builder barrel, the crown itself was cocked to one side. So each end of the rifling, one side of the rifling, one side of the crown was higher than the other. So I had to actually have it recrowned so to fix that machining error. And when I talked to AK Builder about it, they didn't really, they played like, oh, I don't know what that means. So, and that was with the 74 barrel as well that I ended up throwing away. And then with my Yugoslavian RPK barrel, that same issue happened. So whatever they're doing over there, I can't recommend their barrels, but if you know how to fix them, they don't seem to be too bad. I'm shooting low. She's heating up. We're not going to run around in yet, but we're going to undo the bipod. And the bipod's going to want to sit super duper high. The bipod, when I got it, it's the hybrid style. It's the really beefy, super like awesome bipod that's got tons of range of mobility or range of movement. It didn't have the spring though, so I had to replace it. I should probably adjust that down a little bit. Well, it's not too bad. Let's open it up a little bit, huh? We got one more magazine. So with the barrel really hot, let's see what kind of group we can put downrange. I'm going to try to go for a target that doesn't have a lot on it. Yeah, I'm a little excited. I'm going a little faster than I should. Some of the ejection on that was a little erratic. Not 100% sure why. The gun didn't fail though. I might be trying a different ammo type though. But anyway, we're gonna go check out the target. As far as challenge to build an RPK, I think the RPK is a fairly challenging rifle to build, but it's not bad. They're cool guns. They look cool. There's a lot of history behind the RPK, and honestly, the Romanians have a ton of history. Last I knew, the East Germans actually did use Romanian-made AK or RPKs in some instances. Don't quote me, I might not be right. That's something I read a long time ago, and I think a buddy told me about it. But these rifles were originally found somewhere in Eastern Europe, and instead of destroying them, they turned them into parts kits, and they brought them here. So that's kind of cool. Somebody a little bit forward thinking and a little bit more business minded decided to save these guns from total destruction. So, very cool. Honestly, it's one of my favorite variations of the AK family. I like the Yugoslavian ones a lot, but when I think of an RPK, I think of this style. I'm not big on that bipod. It's a little floppy for what I like, but it's still a very interesting variant of the RPK. Now, this doesn't have the carry handle, which is fine. This parts kit is from 1973. So, pretty neat. I like it. Fun build. Childers receivers are good to go, and if you can get them fixed, the AK Builder barrel works. It had spaced easy enough. It was easy to drill into, even though it's a black nitrided barrel. Yeah, honestly, the biggest issue I had with this build was the crown of the barrel and that one rivet that I boogered up. But yeah, let's go check out the targets. They're probably bad. Yeah, about what I expected. I get a little excited behind the AK. They're super fun to shoot, so I kind of go fast. With the FAL, not too bad though. And then for some odd reason, oh well, we were shooting off the bipod, so that probably changed it a little bit. But yeah, you can see the shots went higher. And then we hit the plate a little bit. So anyway, yeah, I think that rifle could shoot very well. Had the start of something going on down here, but got a little excited. So anyway, thanks for watching. Like, favorite, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed. And I will see you next time.